Hello and welcome back to Tea With Me. I'm Michelle C.
I'm Michelle K.
And today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're both huge Game of Thrones fans, so we thought we'd discuss, yes, here's my lovely map of Essos. No, Westeros, sorry. We thought we'd discuss our favourite characters and why. So if you haven't seen it and you want to, just throw out there spoiler alerts.
Yeah, I mean, it's inescapable.
Yes,
There's going to be spoilers.
Yes, so if you haven't seen it, maybe switch off and come back another time.
Yes, absolutely.
So, who's your favourite character?
I think character arc. Well, hang on a minute. Are we talking throughout the entire series?
Yeah.
Because I tend
overall...
to discount the last season.
Yeah, no, I know.
Season 8 was a bust for me, so I...
Yeah, it was a bit rushed.
Yeah. I think, pre-season 8, the best character arc for me was probably Jaime.
Okay.
Jaime Lannister. Because
Interesting
you
one.
started off hating him.
I flitted, actually.
Yeah.
Right the way through.
Yeah, it was a bit like, is he the good guy? Is he the bad guy? Because
He wants to be the good guy, but I think his devotion to Cersei
his sister
just kind of
gets in the way.
makes him do nasty things.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
Well, he even says it in the first episode, doesn't he? The things we do for love.
Yeah,
Before
absolutely.
he pushes poor
Bran
Bran out the window.
out the window. Yeah, okay. Fair
Funniest
enough.
character was Tyrion.
He's my favourite.
Yeah, I think he's a lot of people's favourite overall.
But then I went through a little time of disliking him after he sells out Lord Varys at the end. In was that season 7 or season 8?
I can't remember.
But it's
If
towards
it's season 8,
yeah.
the whole season.
But yeah, when that happens, it's like, oh, I had you down as such a good guy, and now you've been a bit of a dick.
But the good thing about it is it's very true to life because we all do
Yeah, absolutely.
good things and bad things. You know, we all make mistakes. So.
We see it actually pretty much with every single character.
Yeah.
And I've tried, although there's one to me that's actually quite, two that are quite infallible.
Ned?
Well, Ned, yeah, but I kind of don't really count him because he's gone by the end of season 1, and I was so devastated.
I loved season 1.
I did. I nearly threw in the towel at that point. I was like, no, I thought he was going to. I know. I thought he was going to be the main one right the way through, and then he's gone.
We all did. That's why it was so shocking because then it was like, hang on, all bets are off.
Yeah.
Like anyone can go at any point.
Yeah. I don't know what's going to happen. Is it going to be downhill from here?
Yeah.
But yeah, I stuck with it, and I'm so glad I did.
Yeah.
But Davos. And Samwell Tarly.
Oh, Sam.
Oh, but then there's Lady Brienne.
But even Sam does bad things in the sense because he is supposed to be celibate.
Well, yeah, but
And
on a
he's
moral,
not.
yeah. But I suppose because everything kind of at the wall kind of falls apart, really, doesn't it?
You're giving him an out.
Yes, I am. I'm defending him.
Yeah.
But even like he really bends the rules to his own detriment at the end to save Duke de Mont. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who again was quite a good character, but gather he had a shady past. But he's actually like he's one of the good guys.
They're all shady in their own ways.
But I think Davos is quite infallible.
Yeah.
Character wise.
Yeah. He has honour.
He does. He does. See, Jon Snow. Sorry. Compose myself.
I found him a bit infuriating, actually.
Did you?
Yeah. Because it was a bit like, just get on with it kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he held himself back too much.
Yeah.
And he was very impulsive as well.
So, yeah, it was
Like
either
the
one
Battle
or
of the
other.
Bastards.
Yes.
I was so angry with him for just charging.
I know, but
I understood.
Rickon.
Yeah, I know.
Kind of had to.
The boy didn't zigzag.
I know. I was
Zigzag.
shouting at the telly. What are you doing, boy? Don't run in a straight line. Come on.
Zigzag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because as soon as that arrow went, that's your time. Zig.
Mm.
And then zag. But yeah, didn't. But yeah. I think I sat actually with Ash, my other half, and we tried to list our 5 favourite characters.
Yeah.
And I'd get to my 5 and then I'd be like, oh no, Oh no, but what about such and such and such
Yeah.
and such and such and stuff?
Yeah.
Such. But I think two of my favourites in terms of character development have to be Sansa. Because I think she really does.
She matured and she grew up.
does.
Yeah.
But I never did. I always sat on the fence as to whether or not I liked her.
Same.
Because she's not honourable. She
No.
broke honour because she told Tyrion about Jon,
Yeah.
which is a big no-no, because she broke trust.
Yeah.
But she does obviously get the independence back for the North, doesn't she?
She does. Yeah.
But did she do that for herself or for the North?
For herself.
Well, that's kind of what I thought, and that's not really...
She was one of them that she wanted to be loved,
Yeah.
didn't she, and adored.
Mm,
And I think that was what most of her decision making was
yeah.
all about. But best villain?
Best villain. Oh. Ramsay Bolton.
Yep.
Yeah, it has to be.
It's got to be. Yeah.
But such a sick... Oh, just like every time
but
he was on...
brilliant character.
Brilliant.
Brilliant character. And so the actor,
Yeah, incredible.
I mean, he made you hate him.
Yeah, actually, speaking of that, I've heard Paul Joffrey, or the actor that played, not Paul Joffrey, because he's a
Joffrey, yeah.
yeah, bad and bad. It's just
See you
bad.
next Tuesday.
Muffin. But no, he's like rotten to the core.
Yeah.
As is Ramsay. But he's tried to go for the actor that played him. Apparently, has tried to go for other roles since starring as.
He had to quit, didn't he?
And it's just been impossible for him.
Typecast.
Yeah. So he's going to have
bless
to
him.
continue to play evil pieces.
I think he gave up acting though, didn't he?
Did he?
think
Oh,
so.
that's sad, really, because he played
Last I
that
heard.
part.
Yeah.
In
he
terms
did.
of acting, he was brilliant. So good.
I know. The Purple Wedding. Was it the Purple Wedding? Was his wedding
Oh, I don't
where
know.
he died? Because you had the
Oh.
Red Wedding, didn't you? Which was where they killed Catelyn Stark and Robb Stark.
Oh, yes.
That was
yeah.
tragic, wasn't it?
That was awful.
I remember that, like everyone, because that was the penultimate episode as well. It wasn't even the last
No.
episode of the season,
I know.
and everyone was like,
I couldn't believe it.
"Where do you go from here?" Yeah.
I couldn't believe it, because, I mean, I never fell in love with Robb Stark.
No, he was another one that was a bit yeah, and I didn't really like his missus either.
No.
She was
No.
yeah. There wasn't much character there. She was just like
he was dishonourable, and he put everything at jeopardy because he did
for
what he
her
did for love.
Yeah.
When he should have stuck to his commitment, really.
He should have.
But he didn't.
No, he didn't.
But how about Theon Greyjoy? Because I think he's one of those characters. He's desperately seeking validation.
Yeah, because he never got it
from
from
his
his dad. Yeah.
And because he was kind of with the Starks from a very young age, he just needed that and was willing to do whatever it took to get that.
Betraying the Starks.
But that wasn't his true nature.
He came good in the end.
He did. He died quite
He had to go
honourably.
through hell, but he came through in the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
What Ramsay did to him, my God.
Oh, gosh.
My God. Was
But-
it Reek he called him?
Yeah, Reek. Is
Yeah.
that really? But no. And Arya.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
No.
No.
I wavered on her again.
I liked her in the beginning when she was like this rambunctious kid, you know. But
Yeah.
Like the many-faced god bit and all that. I
I
was like,
didn't.
oh.
Yeah, no,
And
I
like
I
her
didn't
becoming
like...
this assassin, I was like, oh, I'm not into it. I'm
Yeah.
not buying it.
No, I didn't like that too much. I can remember
No.
because I've just watched it for the second time
Yeah.
round.
When she weighs like 90 pounds wet,
Yeah.
and she's like defeating all these big.
But I suppose being slight does make her a bit more nimble and
Yeah,
potentially.
but it only goes so far.
Yeah. But oh, all right then. Favorite line throughout the whole film. Have you got one?
Hold the door.
Oh, hold
Do you
on.
remember that
Actually,
episode?
I found on Amazon. I'm going to buy it at some point. Just a doorstop that says Hodor on it.
Oh,
I'm like, oh, got to
Yeah.
have it. Got to have it.
that scene where he was holding the door.
Yeah.
Bran was in the past, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he sees it.
Is the one that affected Hodor to become Hodor.
Yeah.
You know, because he was a normal
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
He got so messed up in that sequence of events of the
Bless
time
him.
jump from Bran, that all he could say then was Hodor. Hold the door.
Yeah.
And I remember just like sobbing
Yeah.
during that scene.
I did.
Gosh,
Bless him.
I know. It was like, oh,
So sad.
I
So
know.
sad. I think my favourite line has got to be, "Which one of you cowards shit in my pants?" Because
Good
it
old
just.
Tyrion.
No, it was. Oh, what's his name? The wildling.
The redhead one.
Yes.
Oh God, I can't remember his name. Does that start with a T? Does his name start with a T?
I need to look it up. I can't quite remember.
The one that fancies Brienne.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. So annoying.
But no, he's brilliant. Need it to come to me. It's gonna be really annoying.
We're gonna get there.
Yeah, it's one
I'm
of those.
just going on IMDb. So we'll find
It's,
him.
it's quite different. Oh, Giant Spain? No, Giants. Oh, what did they call him?
Tormund. That's it.
Tormund.
Tormund Giantsbane.
That's it, Giant Spain. Yeah.
Yeah.
But nobody calls him Tormund in it, do they? They all call him Giant Spain.
I don't really remember anyone calling him by his name.
There's another one. Actually, we've not even mentioned the Hound.
The Hound, yeah.
Love the Hound.
I did like the Hound. I liked the fact that he used to stand up to Joffrey and he just didn't care, did he?
No.
He was like, what are you going to do?
He stood up to everybody. And didn't care.
He didn't care.
But again, he did some things that are questionable. But I
Very
think they all
much so.
did, and that was the times, I suppose.
Yeah.
You had
I think the
to.
worst one was he killed the man and his daughter, didn't he?
Well, no, I think because he stole from them.
He stole them, so they died.
So
Stole
he
from them.
caused,
He
their death, but he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was like, tragic. But he was. That's why when they went back, he gave them the burial,
Yeah.
which I thought was quite sweet.
Because he
but-
knew he was responsible.
And that's why I didn't want to go there when they all was like, this looks abandoned. He was like, no, let's move on. So I think he knew, and he felt the pain and the remorse was there.
Yeah. Best relationship.
Ooh, right, okay. Best relationship.
See, for me, it's Dany and Khal Drogo, season 1.
Yeah. Wow.
Because that was a true love.
Not Tyrion and Shay the funny whore.
Oh, I hated her. God, I hated her.
Gosh, I'm trying to think now because I don't like Cersei and
Jamie and Cersei.
Definitely not. That's just a. I quite like the mini kind of relationship between Brienne and Jamie.
Brienne and Jamie.
That was cute.
That was nice. That was like
cute.
It was a friendship, but there was something else.
Yeah. Ooh. Best relationship. Damn. Now you've got me thinking.
Oh, there we go.
Now you've got me thinking. Oh, I do know. I like Dany and the guy that she leaves behind. What was he called?
Oh, I know who you mean. Yeah, she leaves him in charge, doesn't she?
Then,
while
but
goes
she didn't
to...
feel anything.
No,
'cause
that was
said
she was
after
using
she
him.
ended it.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
said she didn't feel anything, but his love for her,
Yeah.
I think, was really sweet.
That was an unrequited love.
Yeah, and
But they changed that actor, didn't they?
yeah, they did. They did, which is what they do in House of Dragon as well.
Well, they changed
They change up actors.
the
episode
Mountain
5.
as well. They changed the Mountain actor. Because it ended up being Hathor Bjornsson,
Right,
who
well, you
was
couldn't
World's
tell.
Strongest Man.
Couldn't tell really with the.
Well, no, because you saw him without the helmet in the earlier seasons.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
And
But
then,
towards the
but
end,
the fight with Pedro Pascal's character, with the mountain and the
Was that
Was it the snake? What was he? The serpent and the mountain or something? There was the fight.
Yeah.
That was such a good fight.
Trial by combat for Tyrion.
For Tyrion.
I couldn't believe that at the end because I thought, oh no, now Tyrion's gone. And I was going to throw in the towel again. I was like, well, no. Every time I fall in love with a character, they leave.
Well, I was sure that Pedro Pascal's character had won. But then he gloated. He took his eye off the ball.
I know. And he got cocky. He got cocky.
He did. Yeah.
And complacent. And it caused his own death, which was quite brutal.
And then the mountain got zombified, which was a bit random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do quite like the relationship between... Oh, it's gone. No, that's it. Jon Snow and what was her name? You know
Ygritte.
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Yeah, she did annoy me a bit, but I think they did love each other.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was very sad when she died.
Yeah, it was. It was. And they were
bloody Ollie.
Yeah.
Bloody Ollie, and then he went and stabbed Jon as well, didn't he?
I know.
Little shit.
I know.
He thought he was doing the right thing when he killed Ygritte.
Yeah. But that was really tragic, actually, because, I mean, he was only a boy.
He was only a boy.
But those were the times, I suppose, they lived in when, you know, young ones had to do... Well, like, even the girls, you know, sold off at...
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was twisted, wasn't it, when they were like, no, not young enough.
Have you seen House of Dragon?
No.
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 Okay. That's the later one then. But I kind of want to... I'm revisiting season 1 because obviously that's all that's out now for the second time because it just felt like the natural progression after watching Game of Thrones again. But it's just disappointing when you get to the end of a season. You know you've got to wait another year, maybe a year and a half.
Yeah, I get that with Stranger Things.
Yes.
Because it takes so long, doesn't it, to get there. But yeah.
Yeah. But
it's actually been so long since I've watched Game of Thrones. I think season 8 just like scarred me.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed.
I was.
Because I was like, the characters don't do that. You know, I know where they wanted to do what they wanted to do, but they didn't give themselves enough time to do it.
No.
It was rushed, so the character development didn't feel natural.
No.
And they just ruined it, basically, because they wanted to go off and do other projects.
And I'm really surprised, actually, that, you know, the dragon didn't, at the end.
Kill Jon?
Yeah.
It would have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because...
But this is it. I don't think... Well, Dany, for one, wouldn't have done that. She wouldn't have burnt the city to the ground.
Well, no, I was really shocked. But then there were some red flags throughout.
But this is what I'm talking about. They like dropped these red flags of, oh yeah, you know, she could be quite brutal in her punishments of things that she felt was immoral. Yeah, exactly. But there's a big stretch.
Yeah.
To then go, oh, but when she actually wins, then she decides to burn the city to the ground. Yeah, no. That was completely out of character.
Yeah, I think so.
But they needed, if they wanted her to get to that point where she was the Mad Queen.
Well, yeah.
They needed at least 2 more seasons of development.
Yeah, I think so.
Like traumatic things pushing her to that point because... It wasn't.
Yeah,
it didn't feel natural.
Happened overnight. All of a sudden, she's like this twisted kind of.
Yeah, all of a sudden she goes completely mad. Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. So, in a nutshell, then they need to redo season 8.
Yeah.
If you're listening, George.
The thing is, even the cast hated it.
Yeah, like, I can imagine.
I remember seeing clips of like interviews, and they were like, "Yeah, it's great."
Yeah. There's supposed to be there's a few more coming, isn't there? There's the Duck and Egg or something. Or Dunk and Egg.
I don't know.
Coming. I don't know if this is like, you know, anytime soon. And there were talks of doing a Jon Snow sequel.
Yeah, called Snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what he gets up to afterwards. Because now Bran is the king.
I know, it just seems...
What's that all about?
Seemed a bit weird, because he didn't want that.
Well, it's not really him anymore, is it? It's the three-eyed raven. Yeah, I hated all that stuff. The only good thing that came out of the three-eyed raven stuff was we saw Jon Snow's origin.
And Hodor's.
And Hodor,
yeah. So we got to...
so at least we got that side of it.
Some backdrop to
the fact that they were like...
was needed.
Bran's always known what's going to happen because he's the three-eyed raven.
But he wasn't always the three-eyed raven.
No, I know. But it's like, oh yeah, so he knew exactly what was going to happen and the fact that he was going to be made the king. Right, okay.
Yeah, does seem a bit... And then that last scene when they were all sat round the table and I was like, I'm not sure I like the the table because it was, oh, what's his face? So I do quite like, he's quite funny, but we'll do just, he was... he worked for Tyrion for a long time, didn't he? And then he taught Jaime how to fight. What's his name?
Oh, Bronn.
Bronn, that's it.
Yeah.
Bronn. Bronn of the Blackwater? Yeah. When he was on there, and I just thought, oh dear. Because he's not the most honourable.
No.
He doesn't seem to have any honour. We'll just do what he's told for a bit of gold.
Well, yeah, he was like to the highest bidder.
Yeah, basically. And it's just like, really, have you got a seat at the king's table? I like the character.
Well, they did make him. Brilliant. They made him a lord, didn't they?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Jerome Flynn is brilliant. That's my Maisie snoring in the background.
Maisie snoring.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bless her. But yeah, I don't know. I was a bit disappointed. It was a bit of an anticlimax, I think.
Yeah. But they were off book, weren't they? So.
Yes, which I'm about to start reading. I've just purchased the box.
Have you even finished the books?
Well, it goes on to because I think you've got, is it 4 that make up the Game of Thrones seasons,
right?
And then it goes on to House of Dragon.
Okay, so he did actually finish.
I believe
because he hadn't finished the story, had he, when they were writing the last?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Well, I will find out.
You'll find out. Yeah,
I will find out in about a year's time.
They were completely off book with the last seasons.
Yeah.
I don't know how many they were off book.
Well, I've heard that the first, I think the first 1 or 2 seasons are quite true, and after that it's quite different. So.
Well, you'll find out when you read them.
Yeah, and how different characters are portrayed. So yeah. It'll be interesting to.
The comparison, yeah, because I'm going to start reading the Harry Potter books. Because I've never read the Harry Potter books, but obviously I've seen the movies many, many times.
Yeah, I haven't. We've got them, but...
So I want to see the comparison because I know that a lot of the stuff that's in the books didn't make it into the films.
No. Well, there's
you
many.
Can't. Yeah.
There's many times.
But they're going to make a series, aren't they?
Are they?
Yeah.
Like they've done with Lord of the Rings, which I haven't watched. I'm always a bit sceptical because I'm like,
yeah, but that's not Lord of the Rings. It's not Lord of the Rings that you know it. It's like in that world, but it's not that. It's not Tolkien.
Right, no, it won't be.
They've just taken inspiration from Tolkien's world and
excellent.
And just wrecked it by all accounts.
Well, that's it. That's why I'm a bit kind of...
But yeah, it's HBO who are doing the Harry Potter TV series.
Oh, okay. That's comforting.
And so
I do rate them.
Every season is going to be one of the books, which means they'll be able to put like everything that's in the books in the film, in the TV show, because they'll have more time. Which is very good.
Yes.
Because apparently, like the moving stairs and everything isn't in the books. That was something that was added in for the film.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm really interested.
But it was all approved by J.K.
Oh, yeah,
Rowling,
it was all approved. Yeah, she has final say. Sorry, haters.
Yeah.
Sorry to the haters. Should we wrap it up then?
Yeah, so overall, if you haven't seen Game of Thrones, you shouldn't have watched all of this because now you know what happens. But
kind of.
If you have seen Game of Thrones, let us know in the comments who your favourite character is and why.
Yes.
And
and was season 8 as big a disappointment to you
as it was to us? Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah. Take care, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon.